How you doing, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Mech Warrior Online with Scout. I know it's been a long time, but I did promise you guys that I would get around to putting out some Mech Warrior Online videos for you. I told you I hadn't forgotten. Just took me a little time. Long story short, my desktop had a malfunction which required a repair, and then I had some software issues, blase. Suffice it to say, I'm still working it out, but I'm making this work right now on my laptop. Because I did want to get you guys some Mech Warrior Online content. Having said that, I'm very much enjoying my State of Decay 2 playthrough, and time is kind of in a crunch right now because I am back at work obviously right now. And so what I've decided to do is I do want to bring you guys Mech Warrior Online content. I don't want to let you guys down. I really appreciate you guys sticking with me through the deployment. But I don't want to drop the State of Decay 2 either. So what I'm going to do, I did record a whole bunch of games right before I deployed that I never got to show you guys. So what I'm going to do is try to piece those together with my new video editor and still bring you guys some Mech Warrior Online videos while also keeping up the State of Decay 2 playthrough. And then of course I'll be also getting in some new games as I get time, and then eventually we'll replace that older footage that I've been wanting to show you guys anyway with the new footage that I'm recording. So that's the plan. I hope that makes you guys happy. Again, trying to make everybody happy. I know you can't do it all the time, but I'm going to do my best. In today's video, I want to show you guys, if you remember now, we were doing kind of a house mech video, if you will, right before we left. We did the Victor for Davian, we did the Zeus for Steiner, and so on. And I never really got to do a Free Worlds League mech video. I did do the Orion, but that was more kind of towards the history of the Orion with Kerensky. And so I wanted to try to do a Free Worlds League mech for you guys today, and unfortunately I don't have an Awesome. The Awesome was my first choice, but I don't have one, and to me, if you're not playing an Awesome with 3 PPCs, you're not playing an Awesome, so that would have been kind of boring. There's not a lot of variety there, but I probably will do that in the not too distant future. In the meantime, I thought I'd do kind of an outlier mech that a lot of people don't realize has a bit of history with the Free Worlds League, and that's this mech right here, the Cicada. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you guys through 3 variants of the Cicada, just like I did with the other ones, and walk you guys through kind of the history of the mech as I try to get some games in with it. And again, this footage is a little bit old. I was working on this project right before I left, but the builds I think are still relevant, and I think you guys are going to enjoy this. So we're going to start off in 3025 with this mech right here, the Cicada 2B. Now I'm going to take you into the mech lab real quick. We're going to take a look at its loadout. So as you can see here, I haven't done a whole lot crazy with the Cicada 2B. I basically junked everything. It came with some 2 medium lasers, a small laser, and 2 flamers as memory serves. Junked all that. Went with 5 medium pulse lasers, an XL300, endo steel, and as much armor and heat sinks as I could cram in there. Not a real complicated build. And obviously this mech is intended to be a skirmisher, a reconnaissance / counter reconnaissance mech. And really, I think it works pretty doggone well. I'm not going to go into the skill tree. The skill tree drives me crazy. I'm tempted to do a whole video on that. But in my mind, like, it's not hard. Get as much cooldown and heat generation as you can to mitigate the heat of the weapons. And as you can see, my heat management is 1.42. It's not too bad. Pick up at least 1 consumable, probably 2, and what else you do, whatever you do, you know, beyond that is up to you. But this is the build, and I really enjoy it. So let's take this thing out with our Iridani Light Horse here. You know, it's a skirmisher. I had to put some Iridani Light Horse paint on it, and let's take this thing out and see what it can do.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Alright, let's see what we got going on here. Looks like standard deal. We'll run up to the hill and do a little reconnaissance if we can, a little peeping over the hill. And while we're heading there, we'll start your guys' favorite part, a little history on the Cicada. So the history of the Cicada starts right about 2840. That's when it did its limited production run for the Star League. Prior to that, you had to build up to the Star League. War was coming, kind of the writing was on the wall, and a company named Hartford Company at the time, they were making quality communications and targeting and tracking systems for battle mechs. And they wanted to get into the battle mech game. Now, of course, a company like that, they're going to try to get into the smaller mechs, reconnaissance mechs, light mechs, things like that, but they recognized that Bergen Industries had the monopoly on the small reconnaissance mechs with the Locusts, right? And they didn't really have an in until they got a little bit creative with it. And what they did, let's see if we can get up this hill here, is they pitched to the Star League, hey, war is about to start. Are you serious? I just slid down the hill. Incredible. Let's see if we can work our way back up here. There we go. See if we can see anything, if I can get just right up here. I don't want to make myself a target for anybody out there or over to our left. What? Nah. I'm pretty sure I saw an assault mech out there. I think it might have been a Masakari. Not really sure. But without ECM, I'm not going to sit up there and find out the hard way by eating like 4 people. There we go. Speaking of ECM, let's let that guy know that something's out there. There we go. And we'll just sit here and see if he gets his face shot off. I'll let this develop a little bit. Scoot up a little bit more if I can, but I don't want to get too aggressive here. Yep. See, there's something out there. There's an assault mech. I don't know what it is, but there's definitely something out there. And, ooh, did you guys see that? Run over here and see if we can get a piece of this Shadow Cat. But along the way while we're running, so anyway, the Hartford Company pitched to the Star League. They said, the writing's on the wall, war is coming, and what you have, I killed the Shadow Cat. What you have for reconnaissance mechs are Locusts. Is that really what you want to bet the farm on? Because we can make you a mech that has more firepower than the Locusts. Really? They're capping? Interesting. Is tougher than the Locust and is just as fast as the Locust. And of course, the way they did that is they made a 40-ton version of the Locust. Get it? Cicada, great big Locust. And the Cicada is what they pitched him. And the Star League actually went for it, mostly because it was cheap, more than anything else, and they wanted bigger mechs. Now, of course, the Cicada, it was successful, but it's a little tricky. It did have more firepower than the Locust. 2 medium lasers and a small, as opposed to 1 medium and some machine guns. We're going to sit right here and give the heavies a chance to close in. These guys are actually trying to cap, and I don't want to be the only one there. It was just as fast as the Locust. Let's see where this guy is. We might be able to get a shot at him. Aha, yep. And we'll just wait for him to cross our friend here. There we go. Have some of that, sir. And yeah, we might have to come back to the history because this is about to turn into a dogfight. Hello, have some of that. And let's circle around. Who's shooting out here? Are they? I think. Yeah, that's our guy on the left. So yeah, they're all down here. Let's. Maybe we can peek from behind this building here. Oh, hello. There's the Mad Cat on the cat. Shadow Cat going by on the left. Let's stick on the Mad Cat. Looks like we got his. Oh. He may have just turned around. Somebody's shooting at us. He's definitely looking at us now. We'll keep peeking. I don't think he's quite fast enough to get a bead on us before we back off. Well, we got a little bit of a scrape there, but not much. We'll keep peeking here. Make sure they can't cap. And let's see if we can get a little closer. We're really outside of our effective range there. This would be... yeah, let's drop a UAV right here. Hello. Look at all those scouting points coming in. Detected by UAV, counter ECM. We'll take that.
Target acquired.
And apparently one of our guys just killed themselves. Let's see if we can dogpot on this guy up here behind the mountain. Or between the building and the mountain. Hi, how are you? Ow. And who else? Who else can we get? How about you, sir? No, that's a Kodiak. I don't think we really want any of that. Is there? Ouch. Hello, this guy. Hello, Mr. Evan Jaguar. I bet you can't turn as fast as I can circle you. Not working out for you, is it? Let's get out of here. Get some of this guy. And ooh. Use our coolant flush. Yep, he's going to focus on that guy, and we're just going to keep drilling him in the back. Hi. Oh, now he's getting annoyed. Nope. I can turn faster than you. Yes! Pick up the kill on the Mad Cat there. Who else we got? What's this guy? What is this guy doing? That is a Panther. A Panther with 2 ERPPCs. Now, ouch. We can take him if we can pressure him and not overheat ourselves. So I'm just going to start rotating my arms one at a time. And this is going to come down to who overheats first. I wish I had a little more lateral movement, but with no lower arm actuators. We got to kind of get dead on him, but we can make it really difficult for him to hit us. And if we can just pressure him into shutting down without overheating myself. Man, thinking away. Oh, I pushed it too hard, son of a bitch. Oh, there's the PPCs too. 3, ouch. Oh, he went for the 4th, and he shut himself down. We were going to try to take his arm off. Bingo. Straight through his arm, side torso kill. We will take that. And who else is left out here? What are you shooting at? Nothing. Where'd they all go? There should be one more left somewhere here, maybe? No, maybe not. Alright, we'll head off to the cap, and that's good. We can finish our little Cicada history. So yeah, the Starleague bought off on it, even though, you know, some caveats. 2 medium lasers and a small is better than 1 medium and 2 machine guns. It's just as fast as the Locust. And the Cicada was tougher, but not because it had more armor. It's really because it had more internal structure. In truth, it had about a point less of armor than the Locust in some locations, but as a 40-ton mech compared to a 20-ton mech, it had twice as much internal structure. So they bit off. They took a limited production run. And in 2930 is when the Cicada really made a name for itself. Cicada was fighting the Davians on Yosha, and some Cicadas from the Galadan regulars, along with a couple other light mechs, actually held out in the city of Tar for weeks, despite being outnumbered 3 or 4 to 1 by the Davians. They were finally overwhelmed, but historians at the time, again, Starleague historians, they compared it to the Battle of the Alamo, and that gave the Cicada a really, really inflated reputation. And you know, it's good for what it was. But that, in turn, led to people trying to push it into jobs that it wasn't meant to do beyond recon and counter-recon. And Oriente, the Mariks, interestingly enough, starting our history with Marik and the Cicada, they were trying to use them to fight off the Northland Highlanders from WoW on Oriente. And eventually, they got pressured next to a river and killed to a man. Now, the drawbacks to the Cicada, you know, honestly, it's a big light mech. It's what it was designed to be. So it's difficult to justify a Cicada when, you know, if there's any other way to do it, why wouldn't you have a Phoenix Hawk or something like that, you know? And so that kind of hampered it. And then the Hartford company, as much as they built great communication systems, targeting and tracking systems, heat sinks were not their bag. In the fluff, the heat sinks for the Cicada were only 60% as effective. There's that guy. It looks like he's DC'd as a normal heat sink, and they were often prone to failure. And in fact, that's how House Marik lost all those Cicadas to the Northwind Highlanders. Their heat sinks failed and they died. So there were some variants produced, one with a PPC and 2 machine guns, and then this one right here, the 2B. But they were generally run by House Lau and the training academies. And yeah, that is kind of the history of the Cicada, and it looks like, yeah, a pretty decent game in the Cicada 2B. 3 kills, 4 assists, 4 and some points of damage, 264,000 C-bills, 2,730 XP. We will take it. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I think we will take this game and move on to the Cicada 3M. Alright guys, and welcome back to the Mech Lab. So that was the Cicada 2B. Not too bad, right? Admittedly, I'm not that great with it. I don't know why. You'd think I'd be good with this mech, but I struggle sometimes with this mech. But I think that was a pretty solid game. So moving from the Cicada 2B 3025 era, we are going to go into the 3050s, and we are going to pull out our Cicada 3M. Now this is where we really start getting into it with the Free Worlds League history with the mech, and more on that later. But as you can see, yeah, I've got this thing done up in the Marik militia paint scheme, and this is the 3050 update to the Cicada. Now if we take a look at it in the mech lab, as you can see, I really haven't done too much with it. I kept the AC5 Ultra because I really wanted to keep that, and I went with 4 medium lasers and XL 280 to make it all fit, and I stripped all of the armor off the arms because there's nothing in them, as you can see. So I'm just relying on my internal structure, and that's so I could put as much armor as I could in the legs of the torsos and into the head. Now admittedly, this is a build that at least the concept for it I stole from Phil from No Guts No Galaxy TV. He used to run this thing a lot back in the day, and I decided to give it a try. I want to say about 6 months before I left, and I was amazed at how well I was able to do with this mech. I have no idea why. It just works. And everybody will do it a little bit differently as far as armor distribution. Exactly how you distribute the points is up to you. But this is the concept of the build. Strip the arms, put a slightly smaller engine, about a 280 in it, and then use that weight to get an AC5 Ultra, the ammo that you like, 4 medium lasers, some heat sinks, and most importantly, obviously, on the 3M, unlike in actual board game, you get Guardian ECM, which is really what kind of makes this mech. It's got 1.43 heat management, so it's still pretty cool. In this configuration here, I got 3 tons of ammo, which along with all the perks and whatnot from the crazy skill tree, is generally enough to get you through an engagement. So yeah, that's my Cicada 3M. Now let's take this thing out and see what it can do on the battlefield.
This is command. Eliminate all enemies,
Reactor
no matter the
online.
cost.
Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Alright, so here we are in this swamp again. Let's see if we can get up to the hill, use the Guardian ECM to cover us while we peek over the hill. So the Cicada 3M, this is kind of an interesting bit. Now the Cicadas were originally produced on a planet called Bryant, which is very near to Earth. In fact, it's kind of actually in Lao space, which, well, I say Lao space, but during the, actually I want to say it's just after the Fourth Secession War, it would actually be part of that group of planets that separated from Lao and became the Tikhonov Republic. So, you know, there's a lot of fighting going on there. Regardless, you can see how it would have gotten into Marik space. Not only did it spread out across the, here we go, now we can perch up here and see, spread out across the inner sphere right before the start of the Secession Wars, but then there was lots of fighting back and forth there. So it's very conceivable how Marik could have taken it from Lao before they captured Bryant. But anyway, according to the 3050 TRO, we'll go to heat vision here and see if we can see a little better thermals. Is the grown-up way to say it. Can't do commentary and play at the same time. There's some seismic off to my left here. We go. Oh, don't see me, don't see me, don't see me, don't see. I did see me. Look like a storm crow. So yeah, according to the 3050 TRO, we're just gonna sit here and peek a little bit and try to get some people to shoot that storm crow. Post Secession Wars, House Marik was still producing the Cicada, even though they were no longer producing it on Bryant, obviously, because that was in Capellan space. They were actually producing it on Gibson. Hartford Company, no mention whatever became of them, at least not in the TROs. It was actually being produced on Gibson by the Free Worlds, Defense Industries. And obviously, once you get the Grey Death Core and all that, then they're casting about for mechs that can be upgraded. And we're just going to keep peeking right here and see if we can get people blundering around the corner like that. I'm not sure what that was. It looked like a heavy mech of some kind. And as they're casting about for mechs that can be upgraded, the Cicada is, hello, Mr. Arctic Cheetah, a prime candidate because it is a mech that uses the majority of its weight to go fast, which means a huge engine, which means XL engines will do wonders, obviously, for this type of mech. So that's what they did. They slapped a big old XL in it. And hi, how are you doing there, sir? that saved a bunch of weight, which is how you go from 812 at 40 tons with 2 medium lasers and a small to 812 at 40 tons with 3 medium lasers, a small pulse laser, and a UAC 5. Huge, obvious. Oh, that was a nice shot, and so was that. I bet you that is an unhappy Arctic cheetah right there. Obviously, it was a huge upgrade for the 3M, and it turned it from a... Ouch! Damn it, that guy was waiting on me. From a reconnaissance, counter-reconnaissance pure mech into a mech that can actually skirmish at range and can actually do some garrison and whatnot and a little bit of trading with bigger mech. So yeah, 3050, huge upgrade, and this guy's just not going to look away. Ow, I thought I could peek out there and get him. No, hello. I thought he was going to come after me for a minute, but I think we got the better of that trade. Oh, there's that Stormcrow back again. Pop him and back off here. And oh my god, that is a king crab. Don't look at me, don't look at me, don't look at me, don't look at me. He's looking at me. Oh! That's funny. King crab killed by a cicada. And we still got this fight going on here. I'm going to try to keep covering these guys with ECM and popping out where I can. Careful, I don't want to block that little guy.
New target acquired.
Anyone left? Oh, there's that Cauldron Born. Take that. Oh, LRMs. Can we shoot any of these guys out here? Doesn't look like it. Don't want to waste. Something's canceling my ECM. I'm going to back up a little bit here. Try to continue to provide ECM cover for these guys, but they're getting LRM'd anyway. Hi, Mr. Warhammer. He looks a little beat up. Marauder sticking out. Let's see if we can peek now and get some shots at these guys. ECM's not being canceled, so. Ooh, hello. Take that. Double tap from the UAC. Take that. Oh, jammed. I was hoping to get more shots off than that. Once this thing unjams, we're gonna come out and what? Ow, 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 shit, shit, shit. Back up, 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 back up. No, 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 no. How is this guy hitting me with LRMs? There's got to be a UAV up? Yeah, there it is. Piece of shit. Take that. Alright. Now we should be good to peek over this little lip. What was that? Oh, that was the UAV crashing. And oh, hello, Mr. Digger Mech. That was a fantastic shot to open up. And oh, fucking Ridge. Yay for Ridges again. And there we go. That and that and that. He's an LRM. Well, he does have some SRMs. We've got to be a little bit careful. Our center torso is open, and of course he's behind a ridge. I'm going to run up on him anyway, see if we can get the kill. His right torso is almost gone. Come on. I think we got an arm there. Come on. Die already. Ah. Piece of shit. Who else is left out here? Not really sure where everyone's at. Oh, there's a Focket. Oop. Yeah. If I can get it lined up. There. Now it should be safer to go after that Focket. Never mind. We are going to go after this catapult right here. He is a much juicier target. Although he does have 4 medium lasers, we don't want to get in front of him. Let's see if we can drop in behind him. Yeah, like this guy's doing here. Oh, oh, go by, go by, go by. Yep, not interested. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Now we're going to eat this guy up in the back. Good night, sir. And what do we have left? Oh, that's that Focket again, isn't it? No? Oh, that was a Nova. Meh. Piece of a Nova. That Focket's got to be out here somewhere. There he is. I was going to say, I knew he's over here somewhere. Can we get this guy? Ah, he's far away. But so anyway, yeah, 3050, huge capability upgrade to the Cicada 3M. Made it a staple workhorse in terms of garrison, and always still reconnaissance, counter-reconnaissance, and now you could actually present a genuine threat to mechs with the AC5 Ultra, and it made it much harder for other mechs to get away from it, because now, not only is it as fast, this guy's actually coming after me, as fast as a Locust, But now it's got that. You got to also try to run the UAC-5. You know what? I'm gonna go after this guy. Fuck it. Let's see who gets who. Can we get one last kill? Yes. And so yeah, that is how you get the Cicada 3M, and it becomes a significant part of the Free Worlds League military, at least in terms of garrison and its traditional roles as reconnaissance and counter-reconnaissance. And holy shit, I did not realize we did that well. 381,000 credits, 3,443. Look at the damage. Did you guys see that? 703 points of damage, 4 kills, and 7 assists. I'm telling you, I do not know how this mech works, but it works, and I really love this mech. I mean, I never thought this thing would be this good, and look at that. I mean, you cannot argue with those results. That was a great game, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching it because I had a lot of fun. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is my Cicada 3M. Not too shabby, huh? Definitely more than what you would expect from an AC5 Ultra and 4 medium lasers, am I right? And, you know, all I can say is it's the fact that it's a Guardian ECM, and a lot of people underestimate a Cicada. That's the only thing I can think of, but I consistently have pretty doggone good games in this mech, and this is probably the my favorite of the 3 Cicadas. So I told you guys I'd show you 3 variants. Going on to the last of the Cicadas I have, we are going to take a look at, and again, I apologize if you don't want to spend the money on it, but you guessed it, we're going to go back to, if I can get it to go back home here, there we go, the X5. This old thing right here, I know it's been around for a long time, but it is still a favorite of mine. The X5 is the hero variant of the Cicada, and I just really like this mech a lot. It doesn't have ECM. I think if it did, it would just about be the perfect 40-ton mech for skirmishing, but even without ECM, it is still, I think, a pretty good mech, and still pretty relevant in the current iteration of MechWarrior Online. So if we take a look at this thing in the Mech Lab, you can see that I've kept the 4 medium lasers, which is pretty, if you notice, pretty standard across all of my builds, 4 to 5 lasers. And in this case, what I've done is I dumped, I think the streaks are what this normally came with, and I went with 2 SRM4s just because they're a little bit quicker. I don't have to wait for a lock-on, and I can point them right at something and shoot. And I get a little bit more bang for my buck with the SRM4s than with SRM2s, obviously. I got 1 ton of ammo for each SRM4, which is stashed down in my legs. Gives me 25 shots total, and all in all, I think it's a pretty solid mech. It's like a faster but slightly less durable Hunchback 4 SP with a little less firepower because you got obviously 4s instead of 6s, and this thing works just as well as you expect. It's got great heat management, 1.52 heat management, and while you don't have the durability of a Hunchback, you have the speed and maneuverability to cut in, get some kills, do some damage, whichever of the two, hopefully get kills, but if not, at least do some damage, and then cut and run and get out. And I think that is what I really love about this mech, whereas, you know, in a Hunchback you would have to duke it out. In this thing you can definitely get away from everything except the fastest of light mechs. So let's take this thing out on the battlefield, and let's see if I can show you guys how capable a mech it is.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's take this X5 out and see what we can do. We are back on my favorite map, and thinking about we're going to do the standard thing, bop up here up on the ridge, peek over, and kind of see how it goes from there. So the X5, obviously there's no history behind the X5. It's a hero mech made by PGI, but I do enjoy it. Of course, you guys will have noticed we lost a little bit of that blistering speed in the 3M. Had to downgrade the engine to a 280 in order to fit everything in, but not so the X5. The X5, we are still very fast. So fast, in fact, that I rammed my face into a building and ended up down here, as you guys saw. And what's going on back here? Looks like, is anybody else coming to help? There's definitely a light mech tooling around back here. Didn't seem to be a fight going on. Maybe he turned around and went back. Oh, excuse me. Well, I don't think I want to go out that way, so we'll do the original plan and come out here and try to peek up over this ridge. Hello.
Target acquired.
Off in the distance yet, I think. Well, they're going over. Get up here and peek by our old tree. Slid down the hill again. Of course. What are you?
New target.
Why, hello. Have some of that. And some of that.
New
Oh,
target.
there's somebody down here. Let's see if we can get a piece of this. There you go. Have a nice day. Gotta make sure we don't shoot our friends there. Didn't think that was gonna hit, but I was concerned about friendly fire there. Oh, it's getting pretty late. I have been playing Cicadas for a while.
Target.
Truth in advertising. It took about 2 or 3 tries with each one of those mechs to get a good game. So it's not that I have bad games, but they're all decidedly mediocre, and obviously I try to show you guys good games. So anyway, that's why the yawning. Need more coffee. And this is really getting off to kind of a slow start. What I try to do in the X5, because I don't have Guardian ECM to protect me, it's much more similar to the 2B. Try to just kind of bide my time, be patient, not get absolutely destroyed in the opening minutes of the game, and then dive into the fight with people that are already engaged, use the speed to get in behind them and help my teammates finish them off. And that's why I'm just kind of running back and forth here, trying to see where the fight's going to open up. And there may be an opening to pounce on this guy right here. Yeah, he's definitely committed. Hello. Where do you think you're going, sir? He's like, back over the saddle. Ah. Gotta be careful though, he might be running to friends. I'm not convinced that chasing him is entirely wise. Nah. I'm going back. As soon as I go over that saddle, I wouldn't do that. Go over that saddle, there'll be a damn dicey or something down there waiting on you. It feels interesting trying not to, or not having to try and wedge the history of a particular model into the commentary. I always feel like I'm crowded and like rushed for time, and now I feel like I don't have enough to talk about. What are you guys doing over here?
New target acquired.
Kind of wish you'd just push. This guy's in range. Hello.
Target destroyed.
Have a nice day. You too. Have some of that.
New target.
And some of that. How many guys do you think are over here? Oops. Didn't expect him. And wow, that's a lot. Die, please.
Destroyed.
Thank you. Go away. No, don't follow me. What are you doing?
Critical.
Why would you do that? Well, there, my friends. I was starting to say I don't have any friends, but apparently I do. Alright, well, if you're going to push, I'm going to go, but I really need you to go, 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 go! Gotta be careful if I try to get behind him. I turn my back to these guys. I don't want to do that. I want to get all the way in the back here, but this is pretty tasty. Yeah, he's moving up. He's not even paying attention to me. Like, neither of these guys are paying attention to me. Ah, shit. I'm all busy laughing at them, and I shut myself down. Please crank up. They're still pretty much ignoring me. I wonder how much damage I've taken running into people and people running into me. Let's see if we can get on this guy over here. That sucks. That was a prime opportunity to do a boatload of damage, but
Missile.
I overheated myself. Oh well. Who's shooting missiles at me? Really? Little bastard. Die. Oh, I didn't kill him. Die. Really? There we go. Ouch.
Incoming missile.
These missiles came from off to the right. It looked like some asshole out on the island, maybe? I'm a little banged up. Don't know how much longer my leg's gonna last.
When we bum rushed them, we fucked up their strategy.
This may not be wise.
Target acquired.
Those missiles are definitely gonna hit me now, but I'm trying to finish. Please don't fall off leg. Yes.
Target destroyed.
Oh.
Enemy base
Where'd he go?
is being captured.
Ah, they killed him. I was hoping he'd just disappear behind a pillar, but he's up there in the kill feed. And that was a, I don't know, that was a weird fight. It was nothing and then crazy, nothing and then crazy again.
Being captured.
There's one guy left somewhere. There he is up there. We gotta circle around back over here. See if we can get up there and get in that fight.
Target acquired. Enemy base is being
Come on, go little cicada, go. Don't fall to the floor. Aha, die. Die. Come on, give me the kill. Die. This poor catapult. Ow.
25%.
Let's see how we did. This is a pretty fun game. A little bit weird, but it's pretty fun. That's not too shabby. Excuse me. Not the most amount of damage I've ever done, but not the least either. On a good amount of kills, 3 kills in, not too bad. So yeah, I'll take that. It was a pretty fun game. It was fun to play. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Not a bad game for the X5. So there you go. Like I said, not too bad. Not as strong as the 3M, I don't think, which is, again, my favorite of the 3 Cicadas, but I think it's a very good mech. And with that, folks, I think we're going to call this video a wrap. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you've never played Cicadas before, I encourage you to give them a try, especially that 3M. If you don't try any of the others, try the 3M. If you do like the 3M and you have a good time with it, maybe try the X5 if you've got, you know, what is it, 15 or 20 bucks, whatever it is laying around. I wouldn't give any more than that. And if you don't want to go that route, definitely try the 2B. Or if you want something different, I believe there's a loyalty variant of some kind that has jump jets. You can try that. The only reason I didn't is, to me, you know, a cicada doesn't jump. A cicada is a big locust. It's not supposed to jump. If I'm going to run around in a 40-tonner-ish that jumped, I'd pick a Phoenix Hawk. So that's why I kind of veer away from the jumping variants. I want to try something that's land-based and very fast. And I think that's kind of the character, if you will, of the cicada. So with that, folks, I'm going to call a wrap. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for, again, sticking with the channel through that long deployment and being patient with me. And I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope to hear from you in the comments down below. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video. If not, shoot, click the dislike and tell me what you didn't like about the video. Sorry for the rough spots in the editing. Again, new software, but I will get better. And we'll see you guys on the next one.